Hi folks, this is Neil. Today is Wednesday, September the 5th, and just a recent update. So I went to the gym yesterday and came home, and then I received this letter in the mail. And the letter reads, Dear Neil, this letter is to inform you that effective immediately, you are no longer allowed at any of the Workout World / Division of Blast Fitness locations and or properties. Until further notice, your presence at any Workout World / Blast Fitness premises and or property shall be a trespass, and we shall seek every remedy available to us at law. Please do not contact any of the Charlotte Blast Fitness. If you have any questions, please email me. Email at info@blastfitness.com, and it's signed by Lindsay Gifford. And in the CC Charlotte Police Department. Now, the police department here in Charlotte is not called Charlotte Police Department. It's called the Mecklenburg County Police Department. So, Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department. So, this letter once again reflects the harassment, the targeting, and also the religious theme, and I'll explain why in a minute with the word trespass. Now, so there's this young lady at the gym who is there with attended gym with her boyfriend or whatever. And, so this is how, they try to test an individual or try to study you. So in turn, I study them. I've seen this female at the gym a few times with her boyfriend, never say anything to her. Then one day I was on the elliptical machine, and she walked in the aisle between the elliptical and the cross ramp machine, and she had on a Stomp t-shirt. So of course, you guys know I'm a big fan of the theater, and so I asked her about the t-shirt. Has she ever seen the show? Blah blah blah, whatever. Spoke for a minute, then I gave her a business card. We exchanged numbers, and kept in contact. So, all the while, and here's where the subliminal messages comes in. Sending me subliminal messages about she's unhappy and all this kind of stuff. I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. I'm a friendly guy, I'm a nice guy, that kind of thing. So I guess, maybe she was kind of feeling me a little bit. So anyway, she started working at the gym as one of the employees. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's great, that kind of thing. And, the word trespass, of course, I'm not trying to hit on this female because, she has a boyfriend, but, I'm studying them, see how this plays out. And, they use the word trespass in a sense because when you think of trespassing on somebody else's property, but she's no one's property in a sense. She's her own individual person because they have no other reason to send me a letter like that. I've been attending this gym since 2004 when it was Bally's. I used to work there for a couple years as a personal trainer. Everyone at the gym, basically everyone knows me. Now of course, doing my targeting, folks that I've known have participated in my targeting, and that's cool because I target them too. As long as they stay out of my way, I stay out of their way, we're fine. So all of a sudden I received this letter, and and I think it's from one particular employee, short dark-skinned guy who, one time there was a guy using a piece of equipment, and this guy snatches the piece of equipment from this guy's hands. So I said, hey man, you can't do that. The guy pays his money to work out, to use the equipment. How are you going to snatch the piece of equipment from his hand to give to somebody else? That was just plain wrong. So the gentleman who we gave the piece of equipment to, I went and appealed to him. I said, hey, friend, the employee snatched a piece of equipment from a guy upstairs who was using the equipment. And that was just wrong. At that point, the employee turned to the guy and says, don't listen to him, listen to me, pointing to his Blast Fitness jersey. I work here, he doesn't, kind of thing. So I'm like, whatever. But anyway, the gentleman was a true gentleman and returned the piece of equipment to the gentleman upstairs in the gym. So this guy has had, several run-ins with me. Very disrespectful, very lazy. There are times when I go to work out in the morning and the gym is filthy. And this guy's there like, hey, can you clean up, the gym? I mean, can you put the weights back? I mean, we all know that sometimes not everybody put the weights back, but that's what you have employees there for. That kind of thing. There are puddles, the roof leaks, there are puddles, and and no one says anything. So I go and I say, hey, there's a leak here, there's a big puddle, get a bucket or something. Don't wait for it to turn into a big puddle, somebody slip and fall, all that kind of stuff. So, I've also been hospitalized from being hurt at the gym. A piece of the equipment, ab equipment, was faulty. The seat was broken, and when I sat down, the seat basically slammed down, and me along with it, compressing my lower back. Yeah, and it took 15 minutes for someone to come and talk to me. At that point, my back had stiffened up, so I had to call an ambulance in a sense. So these people are very, very careless. The employees that work at the gym don't even look like they should be at the gym. They're very unhealthy. I've never seen any of them work out except for the one girl I was telling you about, because she says she's training to be in a fitness show. But other than that, they have no personal trainers. This is just plain and simple ridiculous. So I called the corporate number. I had to leave a voicemail. I called the billing company to see if I was charged for August, which I was, and in July I was charged an annual membership fee of $30. So that needs to be refunded to me. They also said that they received a fax from me. They never received a fax from me because I did not send a fax canceling my membership. So apparently they sent the fax terminating my membership, and they didn't tell the billing company why. For any reason, my membership was terminated. I also contacted a lawyer. I went to the police precinct and showed them the letter, and basically, they totally agree with me in a sense. But because it's a private company, I have to abide by the lawyer. I mean, by the letter. So, which is cool. I sent them an email explaining, that I need to know why, my membership was terminated and why I'm not allowed to work out at the gym. So hopefully someone will get back to me. And once again, it's all about trying to ruin my health. When you're in a situation like I'm in, they do everything to ruin your health. People may say, well, you know what, in his videos he talk about his stomach and all this kind of stuff, but people don't understand this. Any doctor will tell you your waistline is your lifeline. And being a targeted individual where your water is being poisoned, your food is being tampered with, it enlarges your stomach. That's your lifeline. All your major arteries are there. Your organs, all your major organs are there. Your heart, your kidneys, your liver, all kinds of stuff. Your lungs. So when they put this stuff into your water, it basically increases the fat cells in your stomach, and then they introduce some other type of chemical, and it hardens. So your stomach, the fat hardens, and that's what causes blockage. The plaque, the hardened piece of fat breaks off and gets trapped, in your veins, and it causes a blockage. It travels and it causes a blockage somewhere. So, you guys may say, well, you know what, he's always talking about his stomach, but you guys don't understand that the ramifications, okay, of having a big stomach. So I try very hard to stay healthy, to eat healthy, to keep my stomach low, to be stress-free. I lift weights because it helps me relieve stress. I feel better after I work out. I calm and relax and all this kind of stuff. So, these people are absolutely ridiculous, and I'm going to fight these guys to the very end. I don't care what they do. They're in for a major, major fight.